y'all, welcome back to the RV Texas Y'all podcast.
I'm Stacy.
I'm Tom, and we're RV Texas Y'all.
We are native Texans and full-time RVers who are all about exploring the great state of Texas and beyond, one campground at a time. We're on a mission to experience life, not just live it, and we're bringing you along for the fun.
We're recording this episode in Petoskey, Michigan at the beautiful Hearthside Grove Luxury Motorcoach Resort. This is episode 28.
And this week we are honored to be joined by founders of Hearthside Grove, brothers Craig Rose and Kirk Rose. We're going to talk about the resorts that they're developing and how they got here. This is going to be fantastic, y'all. So sit back, relax, and join us as we RV America, y'all. We are having a ball here in Petoskey, Michigan, and we are so excited to be here at, like Tom said, beautiful Hearthside Grove Luxury Motorcoach Resort. We've heard so much about this place from other folks, and so we're thrilled to be here, and we are so excited to be joined today by founders and developers of Hearthside Grove Motorcoach Resort in Petoskey, Michigan, and Hearthside Grove Lake Erie at Geneva on the Lake, Ohio. Brothers Craig Rose and Kirk Rose, thanks guys so much for joining us today.
We are so glad you're here. Thank you.
Absolutely. I mean, we have heard just a ton of great things.
And our last podcast was about RVing in the summer and the challenges and stuff. And I think you guys are the definition.
It's beautiful here in the summer. This is the place to be for sure. And there's no doubt we're here at the shoulder season here. It's May. It's early May, and it's still a little chilly right now. But the buds are coming out on the trees. And I got to tell you, this morning I go to walk Star, and to go to the puppy park, and they're cutting the grass up there. And the smell of that fresh cut grass, it just gave me goosebumps. This is our very first mow of the season.
Yeah.
Every Thursday morning.
Yeah, but I'm telling you that it's an army of guys out there mowing there. And it just, for you guys, it's got to be pretty awesome, though, too. That the smell of that fresh cut grass after a big, long winter, I imagine, is pretty awesome.
And I think the landscaping here and the way that things have grown in and the way that the homeowners have built out their properties and the way it's all kept just in pristine condition. I mean, this is like a botanical garden. So we need, skilled installers and maintenance folks to really keep it looking beautiful.
That is a great way to put it. One of the things that has really struck us, and even though it is early May and, some of the trees are just now beginning to bud, it's still stunningly beautiful, and I can only imagine what it looks like in July. Mm-hmm. But that is one of the things that struck us when we came up here is how many different types of trees there are on this property. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's been beautiful, and over the years, some of the areas like where you're staying we developed it, and there weren't any trees to begin with, so you turn around and it's just gorgeous, around your lot right now. So
well, just like I said, the smell of the fresh cut grass. Another thing that we instantly when we came here and got out of the RV, we're smelling the beautiful pine trees and stuff. I guess one thing we learned about Petoskey is the fresh air and the fresh water.
That's right.
Yep. Oh, and that's what's drawn people here for 100 years is these breezes off the lake and the clean air. People came here as because it was healthier here than other places they were from.
All that westerly wind, all of the bad stuff falls out from Wisconsin. Has that time to settle out to get to us over the lake.
So you're getting the freshest of air here on the western Michigan shoreline.
I believe it. And with the pines and everything, you get a scent that's just intoxicating. I mean, so you're engrossed into it right when you step out of the RV. And you guys have done just such an incredible job developing it. I mean, anybody who hasn't been up here, we strongly recommend you come up here and stay. If you have to have a Class A Motorcoach,
correct,
right?
Correct.
But if you do and you can get up here, I guarantee you've probably never seen anything else like it. The roads are curvy, and
it's surprising, and people, the natural beauty, the beautiful little towns, and people will come over the hill on 131 and see the blue water. And we've had a lot of people compare it to the water in Hawaii.
Wow.
And the color.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go to one of the marinas locally and you can see 50 feet down in the water.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
We were walking in the marina here in Petoskey the other day, and I was shocked when I looked down in the water and you could see the rocks all down beneath, and then we took the ferry over to Mackinac Island yesterday, and we're on the ferry waiting for everybody to board, and I looked down, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can see through. It's so clear. It is just beautiful.
Yeah, there's so much to do, and the history of Petoskey is phenomenal. We got to take a tour the other day, and that was just incredible. You guys grew up here, right?
We did, yeah. Our history here is about 50 years, and we were raised here. We raised our families here. It's just it's been an amazing place to live and to have a business, and then welcome thousands of coach owners to come and experience it with us.
That is amazing. Yeah. Now, you guys, you had some RVing experience, growing up, I guess, and as you've gotten older, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Our parents, we had motorhomes in the late 70s. We had things from unconverted MCI buses to awesome. Barth motorhomes and Bluebirds, and we've had dozens since we've been in the industry. We grew up serving people with candy and ice cream in the Kelvin's Chocolates business. We moved into camping, building a KOA campground from scratch.
Wow.
So it became apparent after a while as we built that community of the KOA, people would spend their 2 weeks vacation with us in Petoskey. And until you work for a living and you know what your 2 weeks vacation really means, we take that to heart that we're serving those people because that's the only 2 weeks they get and they choose to spend it with us. That sort of evolved into a seasonal area we built there. That evolved into coming down here and building Hearthside Grove, serving more of the retirement community as far as the people that wanted to spend all summer here. So it's really all about the people and how they've wanted to enjoy Petoskey and Harbor Springs, what that means to them.
I think the cumulative effect of all of these things and all of our travels is reflected in little pieces around in our amenities and the way we laid out the lots, the way we built out our bungalows and the landscaping. And we're always drawing from everyone else's great ideas. And then we've surrounded ourselves with some amazing providers that help in the design and installation of what we think, why not be humble, right? We're on a podcast. We think is the most beautiful motorcoach resort in the country. Why not, right? But it's a big team effort, and a lot has gone into it. A lot of learning and growing is all baked into what we have here.
Yeah, and I think you can see it as we've been here for about a week now, and y'all aren't afraid to change things. I've already seen some changes going on right now that you're getting ready for the actual season that probably starts. When would you say your hard season really starts?
In early June, you'll start to see a lot of the owners come back, and then reservations arrivals will be mid-June. So the prime season is June into October when the leaves fall.
And we are open year round. The last few years, we've been noticing a transition, younger people traveling, and we've had people in the wintertime.
Wow.
And we're open year round.
Okay.
And our larger bungalows out back allow people to use their lots even without a coach. We're working on a new section that you could basically build something to live in if you wanted, not have your motorhome outside, but still enjoy the area year round, or create a family compound. The Woodlands area we created. Some people are building some really big I guess, amenities there to support a whole family coming to get together. Multiple coaches, RVs, putting some RVs inside buildings, that type of thing.
We have local airports, so you can fly in and have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Yeah. Even if you're somewhere warm, sometimes it's nice to enjoy some crisp fall air or a little bit of snow in the winter, a little snowmobiling. So over time, we hope that people will enjoy their properties throughout the year.
What struck me is we've talked to some of your owners here, and one of them told us that this is a ski area.
Sure.
I had no idea. They said it is the best skiing in the Midwest. And you've got a ski resort real close to here.
3 of them, yep.
Yeah, and with a vacation destination area, we've come up with a way to enjoy all the 4 seasons here. So there's a lot of things to do every month of the year. But when we started our conversation, the prime season for using coaches is that, May, June into October.
What are the average temperatures then, would you say?
You mean the summertime?
Yeah.
So we like to say 70 and blue skies. That's why people come here. They follow that. They have wheels. They drive here to see that.
Right.
We very rarely hit 90 degrees. Mostly it's that upper 70s, low 80s. Cool evenings. It's darn near
58 at night,
wow.
78 in the day. You can't beat that.
You cannot argue with that.
Open your windows, sleep well.
It's daylight till almost 10 o'clock at night in the summer, and it's just you can stay up with your friends, enjoy your fire pit, your outdoor kitchen, and it's just amazing.
And that is, that's a great point. That's something that we always notice is definitely a difference when we come north, even this time of year, which is early May. We're getting close to mid-May, I guess now, but 9:15, we're sitting outside. There's still daylight.
Yeah, it just blows me away.
Which for us is fantastic because the longer days means more time we can enjoy things. We can feel like we can get out and do and see and explore because there is so much to do in this area. I really had no idea how much there was to do. And let me tell you guys, you can come and spend a week here and have a phenomenal time, but it will only be a taste of what you're going to get in the future because there's no possible way to see and do everything you want to do in a week.
No.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, it's for sure. And yesterday we went up to Mackinac Island, and that's just a little over 30 minutes from here. To get to Mackinac City is a little over 30 minutes, and you got to take a ferry to go across.
But it's only about a 15-minute ferry ride, and it's beautiful. And we did there are some of the ferry rides where you get to go under the Mackinac Bridge. They call it the Mighty Mac Tour if you're on Shepler's ferry. And so we could say we were in both Lake Michigan and Lake Huron yesterday because the bridge is actually the dividing line between the two Great Lakes.
You get two covered in one day. That's great.
Absolutely.
And now, is that the dividing line between Lower Michigan and the UP?
It is.
It is. So we technically touched the UP as well in the boat.
Well, we didn't go across the bridge. So.
That's right.
We didn't go across the bridge. We went into the other lake.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Well, we hope to be seeing you again, so then you can.
There's
the
no
UP
doubt.
has it. Within a couple hours, there's amazing natural features and communities to explore right here from Hearthside Grove as well.
And you're just surrounded by. We took a long trip over to Minnesota last year in June. And to get up to even Lake Superior from here is only 90 miles north. But you realize that when you have Huron, Superior, Michigan, and then, down towards the other resort in Ohio on Lake Erie, a fifth of the world's fresh water. And when you actually go up and you see a lake like that, or you're looking out and you say a fifth of the world's fresh water,
wow.
And you're just like, we're surrounded by that here. So not to mention the Great Lakes, but thousands of inland lakes. I think we're within 6 miles. When you're in Michigan, you're only 6 miles from a body of water.
That is amazing.
So when we see lake life in our marketing materials, life is really centered around all this beautiful water that we have.
And it is beautiful. And coming from us from the Gulf Coast, growing up on the Gulf Coast, you don't have the smell of the salt water and stuff. It is a lot more refreshing to be around the Great Lakes.
Well, and one thing, the first time we ever put a toe in Lake Michigan was actually a couple of years ago. We went to St. Joseph, Michigan for a day trip. This is the first time we've ever stayed in Michigan, so we can add that sticker to our map, proverbially speaking.
Bingo.
Speaking of maps, we go everywhere we go. We have a built-in map right on our hands.
Oh, so, I guess that's right. You got that.
We make use of that. Yeah. We're the top of the ring finger on the Michigan map.
There you go. See, it makes it easy to know where you are. Yep. But I was shocked by, even during the heat of the summer, how cool the water stays. So for those that do want to get in the water, who want to do some kayaking, who want to do some jet skis or paddleboarding or whatever, you fall in the water, it can be refreshing during the summer.
Right, sure.
It's kind of like being on a river in Texas.
Yes. Oh, yeah, and people are surprised that just a stone's throw from our entrance, there's a 2-mile beach with sand dunes. I mean, it's
amazing.
We have sandy, soft shorelines on this side of Michigan, so you don't have to contend with the rocks and things like that. So and we have a 27-mile bike trail that goes around the shoreline, which you can connect to from the resort. So it's just endless.
That is fantastic. Now, how long did it take you from the time that you guys decided, okay, we're going to build kind of a destination luxury motor coach resort? How long did it take you to actually see that come to life? Because I know it's a ton of work.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, it's been a long. Yeah, we're in our 16th year. Yeah, but it took us about a year and a half to get up to speed and welcome coach owners visiting us, and we've gone in phases over the years. So the expansion, the new 30 lots we're doing this year will be our 6th expansion. And we've added and grown, and as you referenced before, we've changed the product, the lots a little bit. We've migrated to brick pavers on all the lots. We've changed the amenities that you can build, the size of the bungalows, up to, like Kirk said, full size, barndominiums, full size homes. And the new phase that we're doing will also have luxury homes that allow people that want to have a little more space or want to host their family. We're even building a pretty unique structure on lot 299 where you can have your coach indoors.
Wow.
Attached to your property. So it's just, we offer a lot from, if you just want to come and enjoy the outdoors and have a nice fire pit, all the way to a beautiful custom home. We've migrated to that over the years. So we have a big offering. And so we'll have about 250 lots when we're finished. And we started back in the beginning with 40.
Wow. And so people that haven't heard of Hearthside Grove before, this isn't just an owner-operator lot. Y'all also welcome people to rent here as well.
Oh, it's a big part of what we do.
How do they go about that?
So they would contact our office by phone or go on the website, and the booking is very easy, and you can also select the type of experience you would have. So the lot that you're staying on, lot number 7, it has the landscaping and the fire pit and the water feature, or you could have more of a standard lot depending on the experience you'd like and the price point that you would like. And so our owners entrust us on lots that have already been sold and developed to rent them out for them. And it's a big part of what we do. That's the way you come and experience the area. And then a lot of people, thankfully, end up purchasing because they love it here so much.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the neat thing, too, is your owners can really build their own experience. I mean, they obviously have to stay within certain guidelines to keep the beauty of the resort the way it was meant to be. But there is a lot of creativity in this place.
The creativity.
Trying to give them that creativity, and like our new phase that we're building, I mean, we want people to take their thoughts and see what we've built and also give them the flexibility of what they desire. We started with 1-car garages in one area. They since have gone to 2-car garages. So now you can build a 2-car garage in there. You bring your husband, wife, want 2 cars, a convertible in another, and your coach, and keep them inside, or you have a golf cart.
And I guess as a home base for folks, some folks might want something like that where they can keep their fun car, maybe their sports car that they don't haul all around the country, and then when they come for the summer, it's here for them.
Correct. Yep.
So that's fantastic.
Well,
or like you said, they can just have a lot with a fire pit and a few pieces of furniture and just enjoy the nature and the sounds of the water and everything there is to do in the area.
Sure.
Well, and also I want to talk about the creativity of these owners. one of your owners that's right across from us. I don't know what lot
Jim.
number it is, but Jim, he has built a basement under his bungalow that has his golf cart in it.
Yes, that's right. Well, he has a canoe in his pergola.
And he has a
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, his canoe is his light feature, in his pergola.
His creativity,
unbelievable.
And he built most of that himself. So, which I don't know if y'all still allow that, but I mean, he was able to build his own
his dream lot basically.
Himself. Now he obviously stayed within the guidelines and everything, but.
And everyone comes with all these ideas from different things that they've built. They bring ideas from their businesses, their other properties. And it's just fascinating to learn, and grow with everyone together. It's great.
I thought he was expanding his pergola, and I looked over because I thought it was the side of the wall, and no, it was the lift that lifted up, and I looked down there, and his golf cart is.
He said, "Oh, you got to see this."
Yeah.
Wow,
amazing.
It is amazing. And then we also met Susan and Tom.
Yes.
And holy cow, are they doing I guess last year they had already finished their
they built their pergola last year.
Pergola
with a kitchen, an outdoor kitchen, and just absolutely stunningly beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
And the bungalow that they're building right now, and it even has a little workout area, a workbench area that he's putting into the creativity is just unbelievable. Yep. It's awesome that y'all don't harness, you don't hold them in so tight that they can't do some of these creative things, and they do. So it makes every one of them unique. They're unique, but the bungalows all look very similar. They keep a similar look, and for a reason, which is good because it keeps the place just absolutely beautiful.
It's fun. Yeah. It's really fun. So if you come and see Kirk or Lance and you're shopping for a property, it's so fun to go out on a tour and get to go in all these and see what's available and learn what you might want on a property for yourself.
How you use it. I mean, we go down to when we're showing someone properties. I had a couple one time that she wanted to sew, and we all know that you don't just pack up a humongous sewing machine in your RV.
Right.
And they created their bungalow so she could have a workshop, but a place for her to sew. He also recorded guitar.
Oh.
So he had the fanciest guitars in the world, but they did like a foam insulation inside, made it super quiet. It's kind of like a recording place.
Wow.
She had it for her sewing, but you don't do that in your RV normally.
Right.
But however someone wants to use it, and sometimes it's a place to lock your grandkids away in the loft, while they're here.
Right.
That type of thing.
Have some extra sleeping space in case folks want to come and visit.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's fantastic. Now, you started with Hearthside Grove here in Petoskey, Michigan, and now you have the second location in Ohio. How did that come about?
We connected with a group that wanted to do a development in Ohio and partnered with them. They had come here in their Motorcoach and experienced how this resort was and wanted to bring something to Northeast Ohio. So we have 100 properties there on the shores of Lake Erie. And we built in a lot of the things that we learned here, and we have some amazing bungalow options and wonderful amenities there. It's also a very lake-focused area with a little town. When you're at the front of the resort, you can hear the waves lapping on the shoreline. Wow. There's a path right across the street. You can walk your dog, take your cup of coffee out right along the shores of Lake Erie.
Wow.
And it's about 7.5 hours from this resort, so it suits some people who are a little bit more to the east, kind of from that Pennsylvania, New York, Ohio region. So it's geographically a great location, similar weather, low humidity, lake breezes. It's a similar formula. So it's a great option to check out as well.
Absolutely. And you know what, just the other day, as we've been here, we got a message from some friends of ours. Shout out to Marilyn and Carl, who are currently at Hearthside Grove, Lake Erie, and so they sent us a picture of them in front of your sign, and said they were having a ball.
Good.
So, that's really kind of neat because, for us, we don't like to drive that far in a day, but you could easily, maybe go between the resorts if you were wanting to do that, or stop somewhere in between and get in another Great Lake if you're on a Great Lakes tour. That would get you Lake Erie.
And whenever you're going east, a lot of people go east in the fall to see the leaves and those sorts of things, and you go right by. We're only 5 minutes off the freeway. So it's to just take, if you're going from west to east or east to west along that area, it's a great way to get up to New England and stop for a few days on the way.
Heck, we just might have to do that this year.
I know, right?
That sounds good to me.
People leave here, they'll follow the fall color. If you go slow enough, you just kind of work your way down, get to North Carolina, and follow the fall color as you go south from here.
Wow, that would be awesome.
That is awesome.
I wanted to mention one other thing that here in Petoskey, it amazes me, being from a large city, from Houston, Texas, I don't see any crime here at all. You feel very, very safe here. I don't even think I've heard a siren since we've been here. And that's unbelievable.
Yeah,
to
people
me.
use words like, unspoiled, or, like we feel like we're in this little like snow globe, kind of a world, like there's a little dome over our part of the world. Yep. So you just turn the TV off. You're almost going back in time, and people are welcoming. It's as great and a huge blessing for us to raise our kids here. I think you do. It's not that easy to be parents these days.
That's
but
true.
The way that my 3 kids and Kirk's 2 kids have had a wonderful life, and the 2 of us grew up also working in a family business and doing the same thing. So it's been a really, really unique upbringing for all of us.
Absolutely. I mean, and that is one thing we've noticed too, is we love visiting kind of small town America. And being here, you have access, like we've talked about, to so many neat little towns, not just Petoskey, but Charlevoix and Harbor Springs and all these, areas that you do feel like you're stepping back in time a bit, because people walk down the street and they say hello, and you talk to a shop owner and they've been busy helping the restaurant owner down the street, who's their friend, and everybody seems to know everybody.
Oh, and there's one other thing. The food here has been incredible.
Yeah. So many great options for food.
We have not had a bad meal here.
That's true.
At all.
And we've eaten out a ton.
We've eaten out too much.
So yesterday I thought of you guys as we talked a day or two before. And over in Harbor Springs, if you get the chance, you go to a sandwich. It's actually a liquor store, but they have a sandwich counter called Gurney's.
Oh, okay.
And then you get a sandwich, go down to the waterfront at Harbor Springs and just eat your sandwich. I did that yesterday because I know we get so busy in the summer. I normally don't have time, but I was going to tell you to go over there because you just pick up a sandwich, walk down. Yeah. I mean, there was hardly any boats in the marina this time of year, but it was a beautiful day yesterday, to enjoy the outside.
Gosh, yes.
How about the sunsets?
Oh,
I mean,
beautiful.
Yep. What a blessing to I leave work at 8 o'clock and you're like, oh, wow, the sun's setting. It's gorgeous. You take a picture. It's coming to work today, the lake was glass, looking across, and it's really nice to see that. I try not to ever take advantage of, or not take advantage of that, but just to appreciate it every day. So
now we filmed a lot of this stuff. We're going to have videos on a lot of it. We filmed a sunset.
Oh my gosh!
And that is definitely going to make the video. It's probably
on Little Traverse Bay.
Yes,
correct?
Absolutely correct.
Which comes off of Lake Michigan. We're right there practically.
Yep.
I got to think it's one of the best shots we've ever taken. It was just breathtaking. We didn't even want to turn the camera off because it just keeps happening, as it goes down. And
well, Lance gave us a great tip. I believe it was Lance the other day who said, if you go to see a sunset here on the water, you don't leave when the sun drops into the water. You stay because the colors become even more vibrant. And he was absolutely right. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was just unbelievable.
Yeah, it was. But again, guys, thank you for taking the time.
Oh, we're so happy you're here. Yeah, we hope to host a lot of your listeners.
Yeah.
We hope that they check out our website, hearthsidegrove.com. Give us a call. We'd really love to help enhance one of their summer travels.
That's why we're here.
Absolutely. And maybe some of them for winter travels.
Absolutely. Anytime.
We will put a link to their website and all of their social and everything where you can find them in the show notes.
Yeah.
And so make sure you check them out. everyone here has been just great, just really, really nice. You've got a fantastic staff. You've got, all the owners that we've met who are already here, just amazing people. So definitely check them out when you're looking to come up to Northern Michigan or to Ohio. And thanks again, guys. We really appreciate it.
And both Kirk and I would love to meet anyone that our numbers are on the brochure, so we're very accessible.
Oh, well, there you go.
Just like I know how you guys run your business, so we would love to greet them.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, guys. We appreciate it. Hey, if you've got an idea for a future topic that you'd love to hear us talk about on this podcast, we'd love to hear your thoughts. You can email us at rvtxmail@rvtexasyall.com, and if that was too quick for you, or if you're not somewhere where you can write it down at the moment, I will put the link to the email in the show notes of this episode, so you can just jump over there when you get an opportunity. Send us a note, let us know your thoughts, maybe give us some suggestions on future topics.
Yeah, because one thing about these podcasts is we're trying to do one every week, and coming up with a subject sometimes kind of could get difficult.
And we want to make sure we're talking about something you're interested in.
For sure. For sure.
So now next week, a lot of folks did think we were crazy for coming up to Northern Michigan in early May. There is definitely a traditional season to visiting this area. And so next week, we're going to talk about what it's like visiting a place that has a specific tourist season during a shoulder season. There are some challenges, but there are also some benefits. So we're going to share a little bit more about that experience next week. We'll talk to you then. Thanks for joining us, y'all. For more on what we talked about this week and to find other episodes, visit the podcast page of RVTexasYall.com. Subscribe to the RV Texas Y'all podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or your favorite podcast app. And don't forget to join us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at RV Texas Y'all. Until next time, safe travels.
And happy camping.
Bye.